Okay, so first up, the big exclusive. It's the Headlines Today story. The gross undervaluation of the Chennai Super Kings, first brought to you by Headlines Today, generated massive heat in the BCCI Finance Committee meet yesterday. Now, according to our sources, Jyotiraditya Scindia, who is the head of that finance committee, raised the Chennai Super Kings for 5 lakh valuation issue. He said that the CSK has very clearly cheated the board, and based on this valuation, the BCCI gets only 25,000 rupees from the franchisee. Now, Scindia apparently used the word cheated a number of times. Jyotiraditya Scindia also mentioned that the BCCI pays 60 crores to every franchisee per year from TV rights, and this should reflect in the valuation of CSK. He even argued that the money the BCCI pays the franchisee should be stopped because as head of the finance committee, he cannot allow the board to be cheated. Sources have told Headlines Today that Scindia said that legal opinion has been sought which can come, but the Finance Commission should discuss the financial implications of this act and take action against the franchisee. Headlines Today broke the story about the gross undervaluation of the star-studded Chennai Super Kings. The team that boasts of several international cricketers in its fold had valued itself at a mere 5 lakh rupees. And joining us now is Boria Mazumdar from Kolkata. Boria, clearly, it is this big Headlines Today exclusive that we are tracking. Now, take us through what are we expecting next, really, following that Jyotiraditya Scindia comments. Do others also share similar sentiments?
Once Jyotiraditya Scindia made this point yesterday in the Finance Committee meeting very strongly, that as chairman of the Finance Committee, he considers this to be an act of cheating and the board is losing serious amounts of money. He expects the BCCI to get about 50 crores from the Chennai Super Kings valuation if it is valued about 1,000 crores. The others, Anurag Thakur and Anirudh Chaudhary, Secretary and Treasurer respectively of the BCCI, mentioned that legal opinion is being sought, and once the legal opinion comes in, they can take action. At which, as you said, Jyotiraditya Scindia said, legal opinion can come, but the financial ramifications or implication of this should be discussed in the Finance Committee. What I understand, within a week, the legal opinion is expected to come, and the legal opinion will come from a retired Supreme Court judge. So the BCCI doesn't want to take it lightly at all. They're taking it very seriously. And if there is a serious breach, then even disciplinary action can be initiated against the CSK management. So, but financial trouble, legal trouble, all sorts of trouble brewing to CSK.
Boria, is it really the legal opinion that will be ultimately binding, or are there workarounds, and perhaps, if the Financial Commission wants, it can take steps on its own as well?
No, once the legal opinion, the Finance Committee will take steps. They are waiting for the legal opinion just to ensure that they are on secure ground. But they are very, very clear that what has happened is a gross case of undervaluation and perhaps even fraud. So these are the kind of things that are being discussed. The BCCI is in no mood to let this thing pass. They are being monitored by a Supreme Court committee, the Lodha Commission, which had its 26th meeting in Chennai yesterday. So if the BCCI lets this pass, under vigil from the Supreme Court, they will be asked serious questions in the Supreme Court. So
right.
Make no mistake, this will be raised in the next few weeks and Chennai will have serious trouble.
Boria, stay with us. We will in fact like to switch over to Mumbai, where Rashesh, our correspondent, is also now on the phone line with us. Rashesh, what are you hearing from your sources? How is Chennai Super Kings really looking at this entire issue now?
Well, Chennai Super Kings are going strong as far as on-field performances are concerned, Sweta, but off the field, they continue to be multiple troubles ever since there has been a change in regime in the BCCI. As Boria has been reporting, the Finance Committee has taken cognizance of the undervaluation, and if their sources tell us that the chairman of the Finance Committee used strong words about how the BCCI has lost out on legitimate money which they would have from that share transfer, and in order to secure that, they would not just be looking on the findings of the independent legal opinion that we sought, but they're also considering withholding the funds the grants that are provided to the franchisee as far as the whole finance model is concerned. And if that is how strong the board is looking at this issue,
right,
that is quite unprecedented. So, multiple troubles from the CSK. There would be question marks raised if this is board being vindictive, and perhaps the answer is yes and no. Yes, because obviously everyone who was a fence sitter and who was against Srinivasan are now in the new regime. But no, because of the fact that this is after all an issue that has been raised by the board members to a legitimate sum that the board would have otherwise have received. So on that count, if they are taking any action, that is entirely welcome.
And clearly, and also, of course, as Boria did mention, that there is that Supreme Court committee also, which is monitoring everything here. So clearly, it is, it's not the first time that CSK has courted controversy, and it looks like CSK is once again fishing in trouble. What is of course, courting further controversies here. Thanks a lot, in fact, Boria Mazumdar and Rashish for joining us with all that update and the details on that Headlines Today exclusive.